Okay, in this video we want to talk about third base to home. Um, okay, so obviously there's a situation here where we need to make sure we get a good lead after on the pitch, and to do that we do to make it simple, I do a right, left, right, and I always have the kids sort of slow it down when they're getting their lead after from third base. What I really dislike is when a guy gets so aggressive that he automatically stops and pulls up as the ball crosses the hitting zone into the catcher's glove. And then when it's by the catcher on a pass ball, now he's got to start up again. So I actually have the guys slow it down a little bit. Right, left, right. And they make sure they're still slightly going forward when the ball crosses the hitting zone into the catcher's glove. And then they're not in a hurry to pull it up. So right, left, right. We go down and foul. We go back right over the line. Right over the line to force a catcher to throw the ball wide if he's going to throw it on to third base. Okay, now, if you're on third base and there's less than 2 outs, there's 3 different ways to play it. You can tell your runner to let the ball go through. Maybe the infield's playing in. Okay, the infield's playing in. And you tell your runner, hey, let the ball go through. He's got nothing but time to read it. Nothing but time. You don't have to get a great jump on this. Now, I will say this. There is a possibility to score on this play if the ball is hit and you can see the ball going through the infield and an infielder would leave his feet. If the infielder leaves his feet, then you can be really, really aggressive because if he doesn't come up with a clean, you can probably even score on that. Okay, so the first play here, let the ball go through. Okay, second play, corners. Okay, what that means is we do not want to go if the ball is hit to the first baseman or third baseman because they're playing even with the bag. The middle infield is playing deep. So we don't want to go if it's hit to the corners. We also don't want to go if it's hit up the middle until it's past the pitcher. So if it's hit up the middle, that's great, but it's got to be past the pitcher, and then we can score. Okay, so that's the second situation. The third situation is down contact. Maybe there's 1 out, and I want the guy on third to score, to take a shot at it. Or maybe there's, nobody out, and we're in a first and third situation, and I may want to take the infield on a potential double play. So if I tell the runner on third down contact, what I want my runner to do is actually on every pitch to anticipate the ball being off the bat down. I want him to anticipate it. Now, if it doesn't happen that way, we always have time to stop and get back. But I want them to anticipate the ball being hit off the bat and down. What I don't want is them to get out there, stop, read it, and then start up again. So these are the 3 ways I handle ground ball situations from third base. On a fly ball, I think it's important that on all fly balls, I have my runners come back to third base. Now, if the ball is too sharp to tag, then what I tell them to do is get off the bag, 2, 3, 4 steps. Make sure you're going towards home plate when the ball is caught. And if the ball's not caught, we can score. If the ball's dropped, we can score. If it is caught, we just get back. Now, on a fly ball that's hit and it's deep enough to advance, we're already going back to third base. Or it's deep enough to advance, we're going to go ahead and advance. We're going to tag and score. The one thing I've noticed from coaching all these years is that guys get on third base, they get a lead after, guy hits a rope to left center field, and the runner on third base just sort of assumes it's not going to be caught and drifts towards home plate. Now the left fielder makes a great catch, diving catch. Now your runner has to come all the way back to third, tag it, and attempt to score, and sometimes they can't. I just think it's easier on everything hits the outfield to bring them back to third base right away. And again, if it's not going to be able to be advanced on, that's okay. Get 8, 10, 12 feet off the bag. We're moving towards home plate when the ball is caught. If it is deep enough to advance on, we wait for it to be caught and we score. We tag and score. Anyway, this is a really important play, and I think because we don't practice these things enough, our runners make a lot of mistakes. So hopefully this helps a little bit.